Big shout out to Angie and everyone at the Cat Cafe, celebrating 5 years in business. Congratulations.
Hello and welcome to your Peace Country podcast.
Hello and welcome to the season finale of Season 1 of Peace Country Podcast. We're going to take a short break to regroup and gear up for Season 2, and we'll be back in September, bigger and better than ever. On this episode, we have upcoming events. We're reposting an interview I did a while back with Fiznik from Turbo. We got it at Manic, and we got a big announcement about our number of the dice. So stick around and find out. Enjoy.
Cats and coffee are my two favorite things.
Come to Whiskers Cafe for the coffee and stay for the cats.
And now for upcoming events in the Peace Country.
Every Tuesday in August, Green Bin Brewery is putting on Goblets and Guitars, hosted by Kathy Brooks. Twister will be playing at the Grand Sunset Theatre on August 23rd. The Bear Creek Folk Festival will be happening August 16th to the 18th. Northern Rhythm Music and Arts Festival will be happening August 23rd to August 25th. Tickets are $100 in advance, more at the door. Venue is 45 minutes from Grand Prairie. On August 22nd, Mitch Gorman will be performing live music at Latitude 55. Extreme Mud Fest is happening in Dawson Creek on August 30th to September 2nd. There will be top trucks, rock crawlers, mega trucks, side-by-sides, J-hook, mud drags, quads, ATVs, UTVs, mud run for charity, Kid Zone, and all kids under 12 get in for free. The Wembley Demolition Derby will be happening August 31st to September 1st. On September 14th, the Pomeroy Hotel will be hosting Yuck Yucks Comedy Night. Nighthawk is having their 28th annual Comedy Night fundraiser on September 21st at 5 p.m. Roots and Rust Trail Race will be happening on September 13th. Registration starts on September 10th, and this is organized by Nighthawk Year-Round Adventure Park. On September 18th, Elvis, The Vegas Years, is happening at the Bonnets Energy Center. Mad Child will be at the Lion's Den on September 28th. Grand Prairie Area First Responders is having an Appreciation Day on September 14th. There'll be free barbecue, demos, and activities. PBR, Professional Bull Riding, is coming back to Grand Prairie on September 27th to the 28th at the Bonnets Energy Center. The 15th Annual Feast of Ale will be happening October 4th at the Bonnets Energy Center. Paula Abdul is coming to Dawson Creek on October 1st. On October 26th, there'll be a rock tribute with a Kiss cover band at the Jackpot Event Center. Advanced seating, $35. Coming in November, Hungry for Laughs Comedy Tour is coming to Grand Prairie. And don't forget the last Thursday of every month at 92 Beverage Company, Cocktails and Vinyl. And Kokanee Comedy Night at the Great Northern Casino every Wednesday.
If you have an event coming up and would like us to share on PcP, let us know at peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
Peace Country Podcast has a challenge for you. We will give you $100 cash if you spare a 7-10 split at Bowling Stone's 10-Pin Entertainment Center in Grande Prairie, Alberta.
Thank you to everyone who participated in our Number of the Dice game. Unfortunately, we didn't fulfill all 216 spots, but we don't want anyone going home empty-handed that participated, so we are going to divvy up the winnings. If you have the email chain still, send it back to us, and we will e-transfer you $21.73. Thanks again for playing. Hope you enjoyed. And we look forward to having another contest for everybody.
And now it's time for We Got It at Manic with Ryan. G'day guys, it's just Ryan here at Manic Records. Today I'm going to talk about Guns N' Roses' Appetite for Destruction. Appetite was a Guns N' Roses debut album. It came out, I believe, in July 21st, 1987. This record is on the Geffen label. Some of the songs on this are Welcome to the Jungle, Paradise City, and Sweet Child. It's a banger. I do have a copy with the original cover before it was taken off with the robot scene.
And we got it at Manic Records and Collectibles, located in the Prairie Plaza next to Audio Concepts.
And now for the Peace Country Spotlight.
So we're here today with Fiznik from Turbo. Fiznik, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Oh, thanks for being here. So tell us a little bit about your business.
So Turbo Delivery was actually started in 2004 by my brother Tahir. And then my brother Giz joined as well. And then about a year and a half, 2 years, I joined because at that time I think I was 16 or 15. So as soon as I could get my learners, I joined them. And for the first year, I drove with my mom in the car because I needed someone who had their full license to drive with me. So for the first year there, I drove with my mom, did deliveries, learning the city, learning my addresses. At that time, we didn't have Google Maps or Apple Maps or any of that. So essentially, we had to learn all the addresses the old-fashioned way, right? I would start off 100th Street and 100 Ave and then kind of, figure out which way the avenues went up, which way the avenues went down, all that stuff. So about 7 years ago, my brother Tahir ended up getting an accident, so I ended up taking the business over at that time, and we've kind of just steadily grown over the last 19 years. So.
Oh wow, so it's a family-run business?
Yes, family-run business, yeah.
So you deliver everything?
Essentially anything and everything that you'd want, so if you want a pack of diapers, at 11 o'clock at night, we'll go pick you up a pack of diapers. If you want a bottle of alcohol, then we'll go get you a bottle of alcohol. It's a good way to combat drinking and driving and just kind of, the overall safety of everybody. So,
is there any businesses in Grand Prairie that helped you out along the way?
Yeah, so I mean, our business definitely relies on other businesses in town. We deliver for about 90 different restaurants in town. So, I mean, we've had places like, say, Jackpot Bar and Grill that have been with us since the very beginning, We've had Jimmy's Liquor, who we started delivering with from the beginning, Pita Pit, So a lot of these businesses have kind of, supported us over the years. And as the food delivery apps became more popular, a lot of these businesses have pushed us, and really helped us stay in business, essentially. I believe we're one of the only delivery companies still left in Canada that's, ran the way we're ran, right? When Skip and DoorDash and all them came into the market, they kind of pushed all the little guys out, right? So I believe we're the only delivery service that's still left in Canada, and that's actually grown more. So
awesome. What experience would you like your customers to have?
Obviously, I think everybody wants their customers to have the best experience. Our biggest thing has just been customer service, A lot of our customers have been ordering with us for the last, 19 years, right? And I believe a lot of them keep on ordering because, they like the one-to-one interaction, right? So, whereas with food delivery apps, they leave it at your door. Sometimes it's not even your door, But, you get that, with us, you get that one-on-one interaction, right? And you get that customer service that I think is lacking in other food delivery apps. So. Great.
What's the best part of running your business?
The best part of running my own business is it's a good one. There's lots of good things about running your own business. I think just being able to create whatever I want to create. Sometimes when you work for somebody, you're kind of limited to what you can do, right? For me, it's I can do kind of whatever I want to do business-wise, right? And I often, with how many drivers we have, I listen to kind of what everybody around me tells me, right? I don't do what everybody tells me to do, but everybody's got wicked ideas, right? So, if somebody comes up with an idea for me, then it's, my responsibility to take that idea and kind of put it into action and, make it happen. So,
do you have any crazy stories or funny stories you'd like to share with us?
To be honest, like, I can't really pinpoint one right now off the get-go, you know.
Right.
But I often share a lot of, like, the funny conversations we have on, like, Facebook and stuff like that, I don't say who they are or anything like that, but just, it's a good way to kind of chuckle at, things as a business, what you hear, right? Yeah. So it's there's thousands.
What's the most
of
unique
stories.
Item you've delivered?
So most unique item. I mean, it's kind of funny, I believe it was a tampon and an adult version toy, at the same time. And I'm just like, that's quite the mix, But we literally get anything and everything that we've delivered. And back in the day, like 2006, 2007, we delivered like DVDs, from like a person's house to another person's house, that he'd be like, hey man, can you bring me a DVD? And I'm like, a DVD? But like we've just delivered like such a wide range of things, like whether it's a movie, like popcorn theater, like just anything and everything,
Right,
we do
good.
a lot of like parts for oil field, right? Like I think it what was it, last year there we delivered the part was not even a pound and it went like 1,500 kilometers from here, right? And I'm like, man, this little part just, cost them like so much money, but when they need that part, they'll order it, right? So.
What unique opportunities does Grand Prairie offer for your business?
Grand Prairie is one of those cities I think that's really, really unique, and is the fact that I believe Grand Prairie has the most millionaires in all of Canada per capita, our city. So there's a ton of opportunity here, and I believe there's a lot of talent out here as well, right? So for me, I think it's just the surrounding, like the people around me, right? Like there's so many smart people, as long as you take the time to kind of listen to what people say, and the saying goes, who you hang out with, is who you essentially become, right?
Oh yeah,
and
for sure.
And I think if you surround yourself with those type of people, then you're bound to catch on at one day, right? So. And to be honest, Grand Prairie's been really, really good to us. We originally moved from Kosovo in 1999. We came here as refugees. We ended up living in Gagetown in New Brunswick, which is an army camp. We lived there for 6 weeks, and I believe when the time came, they asked my dad, "Where do you want to go?" And my dad had said, "Anywhere that there's work." And they said, "Well, there's this place called Grand Prairie. We don't have a picture of it." They said, "But it's booming right now." And my dad said, "I don't care if you have a picture or not." He said, "It's probably a lot better than where I came from, so you can take me there," right? And Grand Prairie's been amazing to us, honestly, since we moved here in 1999. So it's presented us lots of opportunities, and I believe Grand Prairie's probably one of the only cities in Canada where you can start essentially any business you want, and as long as you have initiative and as long as you put in the work, you can make something out of it, right? So
For sure. Yeah, so is giving back to the community important to you?
Yeah, that's always been something that my whole family's been passionate about. When we moved here in '99, like I said, we had lots of people who helped us. We had sponsors that helped us for the first 2 years, kind of learn the place, learn the language, learn how to even go to a supermarket, because back home we didn't have supermarkets, you know, so like here it was completely different, everything in that regards, right? So we had a lot of help from everybody in the first 2 years, right? So that's always been my one thing, is that I wanted to pay that back to someone else, right? So, and giving back to the community is something that my whole family normally, you know, strives for. So whether it's, you know, with Helping Hands, we've done a ton of different stuff, right? But it's definitely something that's important. And I think when you know, you don't have to be super successful to give back, you know, or you don't have to have a ton of money to give back. There's other ways of giving back other than just handing somebody a paycheck or handing somebody a gift card or something like that, right? You can help, you know, whether it's helping another person with their business, you know, giving advice, stuff like that, right? So I mean, we've done a lot of, you know, check handing and stuff like that as well, right? But, you know, a lot of the ones that I really like is just helping somebody who's going through a difficult time, right? So.
All right. So what are your hours of operation?
So we're open 7 days a week. We're open from 10 a.m. to 2 a.m. And that's 365 days a year, except for Christmas. So 364 days a year.
For sure. So anyone can just dial you up? What's the phone number?
Yeah, so anybody can call or text us. So our phone number is 780-832-5987.
All right. Well, thanks for having us.
Definitely. Thanks for coming.
Did you know Grande Prairie has its own secret garden? It's true, Elaine's unique plants and designs. If you love plants, you need to stop in and shop around. Located on the parking lot side of the farmers market, open 5 days a week.
So that's a wrap for season 1. Hope everyone is having a great summer, and we'll see you back in September. Thanks again.
I'm thinking about college this fall. What should I know?
Did you know there are tax credits available, such as the Refundable Canada Training Credit and the Tuition Tax Credit that you may be eligible for?
Cedar CPA, we have the answers. Find us on Instagram.
This podcast only works because you listen. So thank you for listening.
What would you like to hear on PCP? Let us know by email, peacecountrypodcast@gmail.com.
22 Media.